So today's grow your own food for free is this. It's wheat in here is mixed up with all sorts of other things because my seed source is actually from some chicken feed. Now, in these bags, which is 20 kilos of it, it's got the percentages of what's in it, but it contains 80% wheat. Okay, so 80% by weight of this is wheat seeds. So what I did first of all was to spread them out and separate out the different grains. And you can do this lots of different ways. But you can see the heavier ones land at one end. And we take these and put them in a little plastic tray like this with a tiny bit of water, and then sprinkle a little bit of compost or soil on there and leave it for a few days. Within 4 or 5 days you should get this. So these are those same seeds soaked in a bit of water, not swimming, just damp, a little bit of compost thrown in, and then they've sprouted. So once they get to this sort of stage, you can tease them out of here and take them and plant them. Now you can take the whole lot out and split it apart, but you'll see there's a good root network in there, and they'll take, you can just put them straight on the ground as they are, but if you break that up and plant them, I'll show you what happens next. So the next stage, once those little seedlings are put in the ground, they then take and grow into much taller plants. These will get much higher yet and produce seed heads in the late summer, and that's when you can harvest the wheat to make into, grind into flour. So these were put in last summer, very late last summer. You can see some which are getting into the largest size now. They're starting, that's probably 2 foot off the ground. That's got a little bit more to go. It goes through a couple of little other stages where it starts tillering over. It'll produce the seed heads on the top. By the end of late summer we should be harvesting all wheat to be made into flour. And overwintered. So when you overwinter them, they grow much slower, but they take a lot more nutrients up into the plant itself. So the seeds, the wheat itself, will contain a lot more nutrition. So the winter grown, although it takes longer, is actually more nutritious than the spring sown. So this is now planted last summer, gone through the winter, and it's now late spring. By late summer these will have put on the tips and produced a nice big seed head, and we can harvest them, take the seeds and make flour, keeping some of the seeds for replanting again next year. Another method of planting is to prepare a piece of soil and then take the handful of corn and wheat seeds and sprinkle them on the ground, and then just disturb the surface a bit so as it just puts them slightly out of sight of all the birds that might like them. And they don't have to go far into the ground to germinate, get going. And then water them in. Or, as it's been raining the last couple of days here, they should water themselves in a couple of days. So just cover them over. And by next spring, they should be healthy like these.